KILR. KILR Games.
Hello gamers, simmers, and pilots. I am the KILR Gamer and welcome to my tour around the world featuring Microsoft Flight Simulator 4. Alright, and what are we going to be doing today? Well, we're going to be flying back towards Duluth, but we're not going to be landing at Duluth, and we're not going to land at Richard I. Bong Airport either. If you've been following this series, you may have an idea of where we're going, or if you read the title of this of this particular flight. So here we are, Cornucopia, and this is the VFR map because that's the only way this will pull up. But we're just going to be flying right along the coast again of Lake Superior, and we're going right here to Sky Harbor, which is on this really thin island. So not only did I create this thin island here because it was not in FS4, but I also created the airport. Well, this whole area, with the exception of the landmass, I made because there's no actual coverage, so I had to do it myself. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. Oh, and you know what? I actually added something to this to this airport, to Cornucopia, that we're at. I talked about it last time, so thought I'd show you. I'll get this thing turned around so you can see. Yeah, it's an interesting way to start an engine, you know. Okay. I'm going to get us turned over here to the side. Wow, Talia. That sounded like a really upset meow there. Okay, do you see the blue there? It's right behind this building. Which we'll try not to hit. Okay, no, Talia. Now, not in front of the monitor. Come on. Okay, so oh, that was the wrong button here. So that right there. And there's a couple of them. And we'll do a flyover so that way you can see. That's these right here. When we were looking at the satellite view of the airport before, I mentioned how I didn't put these in because, well, I didn't really see these as lakes. They're reservoirs. And then I just decided, well, you know what? This just seems like a major thing right next to the airport, so why not just put it in? So So I did. Alright, so let's go ahead and take off. We'll go in the direction that we're facing, and then we'll turn around so that way you can see the reservoirs. I know that's not, you know, terribly exciting, but and this blue thing that happens over here is just kind of like a graphical glitch. Because we're so close to Lake Superior, so it's like off to the side or something. Our one tree that is not like the others. This is the special tree. This is the special green tree, as opposed to all the other ones. They're green too, but this one's dark green. Looks good. Let's go. We'll fly straight out. I've got autopilot set for 2,000 feet, which should be plenty. You can see the reservoirs there. And I'll try to get up in height, and then we'll turn around. Go this way first, and then we'll turn around here. The flickering of the textures. It's like some supernatural thing. Alright, there's our airport there. There we go. So there's Cornucopia, and I got the two little reservoir things right there. And the buildings should show up. I mean, you obviously saw them. I had to remember to change the season and the environment settings because it's spring now. Otherwise it would start, the sun would be going down right now. It's not going to take us too long to get there. Let me see here. Yeah, we're tuned into Duluth 112.6, so it's 41 miles away. Obviously, Sky Harbor will get there before then. So I think we're about 30 miles away. Well, that's right. We on another flight a few ones back, we were looking at some aircraft for Flight Simulator 4. So that way I'm not using this same one all the time. So how about we bring that up? Take a look here. Alright, so this is page 12 out of 43. We've got Continental, some airlines here, A300, 727, rendition of Mexicana, A320, Philippine Airlines, Boeing. So there's a lot of jumbo jets. What? Huh. I'll put that back on there. Yeah, for some reason, this messed up on me. Maybe it timed out. Okay. I have a back here. So we got Venezuelan Airbus, supersonic plane, McDonnell Douglas DC-9 in the Playboy Club, the Fire Arrow, Aero Mexico, Lanka, Air France, additional planes, doesn't really say what kind of planes. A-10 Tank Killer. If you've got crafts and floats, then you need this. Not sure. Fleet 80 Canuck. Cessna 182 with floats. Piper Cheyenne. See, I'm looking for the general aviation aircraft. Piper Cheyenne, that might be a good one. Cessna Citation Business Jet. Aircraft Factory, Chance, Vought, Corsair, Crop Duster. That could always be interesting. A CF-104 Starfighter. F-18. There's a Cessna 205. Spruce Goose. Manta Stealth Spy Plane. Ansett Airlines. And we got 747s here. Lufthansa. They didn't spell that right. Virgin Atlantic, United, Mideast, single engine prop, ER Coupe, Space Shuttle. There we go. We'll fly that during our world tour. Cessna Caravan. Blue and white jet, United Arab Emirates. Some more big jumbo jets. There's a Beach C-99. We'll go up to page 20. 3 helicopters, a Cessna 152S that has a glider in tow, and then the glider by itself. This is kind of cool. Take off from the C-152 to get to the altitude and then switch to the glider to simulate the release. It's kind of cool. F-86 MiG-13. Jim Goldman's P-3AJ. 4 original aircraft designs. A Bell Jet Ranger helicopter. And page number 20 out of 43. Let's see, we got Skyhawks, Air Ukraine, Airbus, Piper Malibu. One we could try. Cessna Citation, Stealth Fighter, the above average shot manual. Oh, it's a guide. So I see some possibilities of some things we can try. Like the Piper Cherokee or Piper Malibu, stuff like that would be would be interesting. Let's get back over here to the coast. So, believe this is the thin island strip right here. So about 10 miles away, I think. Let's see, that yellow that showed up, let's see, that should be Duluth. Over here on this side, when the yellow shows up, that should be Superior. Oh, this is Superior. That's Duluth. Okay. I think we can start slowing down now. We'll turn autopilot off. Okay, this little gray thing that you saw was the that was the airport, and I'm still going up. We need to do a descent here. Yeah, there we go. You can see it from here. And I remember flying the Commodore 64 and the Commodore Amiga when, you know, this was the best graphics at the time. It was similar to this, but this is a more improved version. But in any case, it's like when I got to an area that had, you know, scenery other than, you know, just the green landscape, it was exciting. I'm like, oh yes, scenery. And so even though I'm having to put all the scenery in for this area that we're flying in, it's still, oh my goodness, we're still not descending. It's still very cool. Finally descending. That's downtown Duluth there in the distance. See a red over white. So I think we might be at a good good slope here. Question is, can we land this without crashing? Can I land this at the airport I created? Or are we going for a swim? Really small runway. Alright, we'll take this taxiway right here. We'll park right over here at the fuel box. All right. All right, we are here at Sky Harbor in Minnesota. I think we're on the Minnesota side. And let's go ahead and I'll show you what I did for the airport here in FS4, and then we'll compare it to the real thing. Okay, so just bringing up the map. There's this dark little platform here. I've got several different buildings here. A red one. I just tossed the fill box right there. There's some trees. Even though I had to come in with a polygon and fix my island a little bit because the runway is supposed to be parallel to this. So even though it looks like this, it's actually, and you saw it when we were flying in, it's actually the same color. It's kind of weird how the map thing works, but yeah, so you can see the taxiway there, how it comes up, and then the trees. But the only thing I don't have is a road. There's a road that comes along the island. That's about the only thing I didn't put in here. Now let's go ahead and compare that with satellite imagery. And here is the actual airport. A few things of notice. I had runway edges. I should not have had that there. Also, I should have had the taxi route come all the way around and do this number, but I didn't think about that. Again, I'm not trying to get it perfect, but I am, trying to get it out along the same lines. But here's that dark platform that we landed at, and there's that red building with the red top. And the tower, I just threw that in there. And the fuel box I put right here. It looks like this thing is like jumping the plank. Yeah, I know that's an actual seaplane. Yeah, see, like a seaplane. Ooh, this looks like this is 3D mode here. There we go. Now we can kind of see what it sort of kind of looks like in 3D. So these all have pitched roofs, so I should probably have made the buildings with pitched roofs instead of flat ones. Is it icy something? I don't know. Lots of cracks in this though. Could use a makeover, repaving or something. Yeah, it's in Minnesota, it looks like. like I said on another episode, it gets real crazy because the border of Minnesota and Wisconsin just kind of, you see how it kind of comes through here? It's like this is Minnesota, but over here is Wisconsin, and yeah. But all's good. Maybe one of these days I'll actually visit it in real life. I don't know. That'd be kind of cool though. But the cool thing is that regardless, when I fly this on the X-Plane simulator, I'll be doing a documentary of where it is that we're going. So that's what I like about this world tour, is it's giving me a chance to travel and maybe see and experience things in a virtual type of sense, by checking locations out and seeing what's there. Well, like I said, virtually, all through the power of the internet. Anyhow, thanks for joining me on this flight, and be sure to check this out on the other ones, and we'll see you on the next leg of our journey. Take care. I hope you're enjoying these videos as much as I am making them. They really mean a lot to me, and I'm glad I can share them with you. This same flight can also be seen on these other flight simulators, so they are great if you'd like to make comparisons. If you'd like to see more flight simulator content, then be sure to subscribe to get automatic notifications. There's also that bell thing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you around. Bring a parachute.